Welcome to Best Two Podcast. Welcome to Best Two Podcast, the podcast where women come for conversation and to tell their stories, because when women tell their stories, we are stronger individually and collectively. We are your hosts, Cindy
and Sam.
And our show is about... Today is our Halloween show.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about safety tips for kids, how to do Halloween for $15 or less, tips for a no-hassle Halloween party, and trick-or-treat alternatives.
All right. So let's start off with the no-hassle Halloween party.
Yeah, tell me how to do that.
Okay. So I was thinking about this today. And first of all, let me pass out my blood orange sangria. This is my version of blood orange sangria that is yummy. So let me pass that out. Let's everybody have a little
drink.
Awesome. Yeah.
Woo!
Yum. And I love the big fishbowl wine.
It is a big bowl.
Yeah, it's a big fishbowl of yumminess. So
what's in it? Tell me what's in it.
That's some good stuff.
Ooh,
Isn't that good?
It is good.
Syrup.
Yeah, it's good.
That's powerful.
So in my blood orange sangria, what I have is Chambord liqueur, Grand Marnier liqueur.
Wow.
And I have a nice wine. Now the thing about making sangria,
yeah,
seriously, people, is that you don't have to have a nice wine because you got a whole lot of other stuff in there to cover up a 2-butt chuck wine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's probably not a good idea to use good wine for sangria anyway.
Really?
Well, why would you want to cover up a good wine with a bunch of stuff, right? That's what I'm saying.
I've never made a sangria, so...
So, yeah, I never use a top shelf wine for sangria. I use always like a middle of the road or whatever's left over. Somebody bought you you know.
Now I know where my Christmas gift went out 1 year.
Exactly.
So I got some of that in there, and I put a little bit of lime in it.
Okay.
And what I do is I cut my fruit up, and I also put in, I usually use fresh berries, but I didn't have fresh berries this time, so it's okay to go ahead and use the frozen berries. Just know that if you use frozen raspberries or blueberries, they're going to get a little bit soggy as opposed to using the fresh ones.
Oh, okay.
So I cut my fruit up and I soak it in the base overnight. And the base is the liqueurs.
Ah.
So I soak it in
So you gotta macerate the fruit.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Overnight.
Okay.
And then I get up in the morning and I pour the wine over the top of that. And then I let that just sit for a little while until I'm going to serve it. And then what I do is I pour that into the glass and I pour a little sparkling wine over the top.
Ah.
And then throw some blood oranges on top of that for decoration, and you got your blood orange sangria. Which, by the way, let me tell you about blood oranges. Hold on a second, I gotta take that good. So, your blood oranges are typically in season from December through May. And I had a hard time finding them. I literally had to go to the farmer's market to get them. So, what I did was we went to the farmer's market and I found blood oranges, and they're in season right now, and it's good to buy them in season because they're sweeter. But they were just beautiful. They were absolutely beautiful. So, now, I also went, and you can get these. You can actually get these at Costco. These little meat packages you can get at Costco. So that...
Oh, it's like meat and cheese.
Yeah, meat and cheese. It's just an easy way to set up.
Yeah.
And that's it. And you get a big one, open it up. This is like for... I woke up Halloween day and I want to have a Halloween get together with my friends kind of thing. This is not planning ahead really. So, and then at what's my place? my place I love to go. I like to go to. All right, there we go. Can you guys see that now?
Yeah.
All right, just tell me to move it.
Okay, that's good.
All right. So I like to go to Big
Now-
Lots. That's my jam.
Now put it down.
So I found this one, and they have a peanut butter one. Bam! There it is. Can you see that?
Well, we could.
There.
There you go.
That's my jam.
And what are these? These are just like the party mix. It's
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
peanuts
CK
and
the
it's
GK.
got like
Yeah,
what
it has
pretzels in it.
The Santa Fe mix. You can buy these at Big Lots, and they cost about $3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get a couple of
You
them.
were off camera when
Throw
you
'em-
go over here.
Throw them in a bowl. Throw them in a bowl.
Mhm.
Bada boom, bada bang.
All right.
And then my last purchase was the Voodoo chips, and they are extra yummy. And I'm trying to get these in camera so you guys can see them. Good Lord. And so these are fun and they're delicious. And these are from, my husband turned me on to these. These are from New Orleans. So I usually like to eat these with my favorite.
But they're not super
Abita.
spicy. That's like
Yeah,
the
they're
good thing
not
about
super
it.
They're not super spicy. So I'm going to open these up because why not? And that's my impromptu. Oh, and then, you know, just grab yourself some cupcakes or some Halloween cookies from the grocery store, bakery, and bada boom, bada bang. Impromptu doesn't cost you a whole lot of money and a whole lot of effort to get together, because the point is just to have people come over and have some fun and just, you know, basically get drunk, whatever.
And enjoy Halloween.
Exactly.
Hey, that takes us to our how to do Halloween for $15 or less, so
All
far as
right.
the decorating and everything. So, hey guys, it's Sam. I had a challenge given to me to actually get everything for Halloween and make it, you know, under $20. I actually pulled it off for $15.15. So let's go through what I got.
You
Go ahead and hold it
Sam.
up.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay, what is this?
So the first thing is that is a door decorator. So
it looks like it has a base.
turn it over so
Oh,
people can
okay.
see it. There you
Yeah,
go.
Can you see that?
Yeah, so it's got all these like stickers. It's a whole decorating kit. So you've got all these stickers and everything that you can put all around. Super cool.
On a budget.
Next.
There you go.
Oh, cups. You
And
gotta
what-
have your Halloween cups. So I got all these at the 99-cent store. That's how I got so much for $15. Next.
There's a whole lot here, too.
There's a lot. I was
Oh,
shocked how
this
much I
is
got.
cute.
And like, you know, over here. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
And turn it a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
Boo.
And that's decoration for the table, which is
Oh,
so
this
cute.
is just...
Yeah, to set
Oh,
on, you
cool.
know, on the table where you put your, you know, what was that snacks that you...
99-cent store, your best friend here.
Oh, the Haribo berries. I love those. Those are so good.
These are cute.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah, they look kind of creepy, though.
Well, it's Halloween.
Oh,
How about the
Here you go.
eyeballs?
These are the eyeballs.
Take one out.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I got you guys. There you go.
Angle it down a little bit. There you go.
There you go. There's, you see the eye?
Yeah, hand me one because I want to eat one.
The eyes have it.
So those are cool to put out
Okay.
on the table.
Let me put those back. And then
Okay.
do we have some more?
There's a whole nother bag.
Oh, right on. All right, I'm getting some more here. Oh, look at this.
Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
So I also, as part of the challenge, wanted to like find, you know, stuff to wear so you look festive. So that's just a cute little hairband.
That
That
is
has,
so cute. Can you
Like
see
a little
that?
top hat on it. 99 cents.
Oh,
You
that's
cannot
adorable.
beat that.
Aw. Aw, that's cute. What is this?
Oh, it's candy.
Oh, I see.
It's like hold it up a little bit more. It's
Okay.
a skeleton. And you can see the candy. And it's skull candy rings. So you can like hand them out as party favors. Remember
Yeah.
how we used to love to have candy rings when
This
we were
is our
little?
$15 on a budget, okay, people? This is Halloween on a budget.
$15 gets you all of this.
And if you have kids, you know you're on a budget. Oh, these are cool.
Bloody Bites, yeah. So these are the fangs. And then it has like the candy that's red. So when you bite into it, it looks like blood's dripping out of your mouth. Kids love that.
Oh, that's
So it's got
cool.
glow-in-the-dark fangs.
Oh, that is so cool. I love that.
Hold it up so they can see it.
Oh, sorry.
Glow-in-the-dark fangs with oozy candy blood
Stuff.
bags.
There you go. And what else we got? Oh, this is kind of creepy. I don't like this.
It's a cat mask.
Yeah, but it's
Hold it
kinda-
up to your face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Hold it up to your eyes.
Mostly because I'm not a cat person.
There you go. That's cute.
Can you see that?
Yes. So a mask.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So in my like
Actually,
shopping
oh, girl,
world, I thought,
that's
okay,
so cute.
like maybe you have more than one kid. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I like it.
So they can
Awesome.
see and still, have a costume on.
Sam, you went deep in there. You went deep into the 99 cent
$15.
stores.
That goes on your table. Where all your food and everything is, along with your pumpkin.
That's
So
so
that
cute.
you can totally decorate the table that you're gonna serve all your snacks on.
I love it.
What else do we have?
That's your budget Halloween impromptu get together going on there. Oh, look at this.
This is a super cute. Lord, girl, put it over here.
Okay,
Oh
there
my
we go.
God.
They're
It
trying to
is
direct me,
a
people, 'cause-
cosmetic kit. So you can, it comes with the false eyelashes, which is really cute, and it's got the little template, so you can make yourself a cat or a woodland creature. And then it's got the black lipstick, which is so in.
Seriously, what's a woodland creature?
Like, whatever you want to be, a
Like a fox.
squirrel.
Okay, this is me. This is me. I'm all about the bling.
That is so cute. That actually goes with that hat.
It totally does.
Yeah.
I'm all about the bling.
Isn't that cute?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love bling.
99 cents.
It must be me getting older.
Is that
So,
everything in the
that's
bag?
everything.
That's a lot.
You did good. That's a lot for 99 cents. So, you know what? On a budget, $20. That's all you got. Go to the 99 cent store and hook yourself up. Okay.
And that only costs $15.15 for all of that. And they had pumpkins as well. And the pumpkins were $1.99. So you don't need to go to like a full-on grocery store and pay like 10, 12, even $6
Or
for a
even
pumpkin.
or even and I'm not bashing, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying those Halloween stores that pop up every year,
Mhm.
you don't have to go there either.
Yeah.
Because those places are expensive.
You can
And,
get everything you need.
for one
decorate
day,
the table.
something that's gonna almost go in the trash.
Exactly.
After you finish it,
November
99
1st,
cents,
you're
and
done.
You don't feel so bad about it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
November 1st, it's all trash. So $15.99 store. Your whole Halloween party is set, complete with decor and costumes
There you go.
and candy gifts.
And candy. There you go.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, let's get into some alternatives for trick-or-treating. So, we really wanted to make this show about being safe and about being woke because, there's just, it's not like when we used to go trick-or-treating, somebody snatch your bag and run away with it. Now you got all kind of stuff to worry about out there when you go trick-or-treat. So, here's some alternatives.
All right.
That and by the way, everything that we give you, all the tips that we get you, I pulled off the Los Angeles Police Department website. So go there to get more information if you need to. Also, there's a lot of those places out there called the online called Your Neighborhood something Nextdoor. They're called Nextdoor, and in different neighborhoods they're called different things. Go on those sites and find out what your neighbors are saying or what suggestions your neighbors are giving you to do safe Halloween stuff. So here's just a few things that I pulled off. I pulled off the internet for Halloween alternatives. Okay, and it's like have your Halloween bash. Mm-hmm. And we already told you about all that.
So have your bash at home, and that way you know the kids are safe. They get their candy. All the friends come over.
Exactly.
And you know that nothing is going to happen because you're controlling it.
You know, my mind just goes to the dark side now when I think about, because like, you know, somebody's parent drops off little Susie, and then they don't tell you what allergies little Susie has.
Oh,
and she's
yeah.
dipping into stuff she shouldn't be dipping into.
Right, especially with peanut allergies. Those can be super serious.
Yeah,
And kids
so-
may not tell you.
So, yeah, you know.
So
just-
maybe ask. Maybe that should be part of the invitation.
Yeah.
Like on the invitation, there should be like a little line that says, you know, please let me know if your child has any food allergies or
Exactly.
contact allergies so we can make sure, you know, we don't have them anywhere at the party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to comment on some of these because some of these are like, Okay, so plan a family night out. Because that's just...
No. Where are you? What?
Just... I'm just saying.
Why are you saying
That's
that then?
because it's boring.
Why are you...
How is that
Why are you
boring?
saying to plan a
It's-
family night out? Number one, the last thing you want to do is drive on Halloween. Why? Because it's dark and people are out there in dark costumes. You can't see them.
Yeah, but some
People
people are
get
not
run
like
over
us. Some
all the
people don't
time.
mind going out to take their family out for dinner and then come back home and watch a scary movie with popcorn or something.
Yeah,
so
that's coming back home to do all
that's
that.
But I think
family night out.
I think you're thinking about it wrong. I think when it's planning a family night out for Halloween, I think it's all 5 of you, your spouse, and your kids walk down through your neighborhood and go trick or treating. I
Well,
think
there's
that's
that
more
too.
so what it is
Yeah.
versus let's go to the movies on Halloween. Nobody does that. And
Exactly.
Halloween's on a weekday. Nobody's doing that.
Okay.
That's true.
All right.
But if you're gonna trick or treat with the kids, I'm not getting that one at all.
And then there's a lot of people that say, I'm just saying, they're not my suggestions. These are what I pulled off the internet, people.
So you're just gonna throw anything out there?
I am. I'm going to throw out all the alternatives.
Okay.
Sam.
Oh.
Okay, trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Love those.
And that's, you know,
That's unsafe.
What's a trunk or treat?
trunk or treat. A lot of churches do these. Like, or
I
even
thought that was
neighbor-
just the wine talking. I didn't know it was a thing.
It is a
I'm
thing.
like, I'm like the sangria's
actually-
kicking in already.
It's actually a thing.
Okay, what is
So a lot of churches do this with the cars. They decorate their trunks, and kids go
Oh,
from
yeah.
trunk to trunk, and
it? Oh.
yeah. So
That sounds like sort of iffy to me. That sounds like a thing where it would be, because with my kids they had a Halloween container, like a pumpkin head or whatever, you know, to go get their candy. The
This is
one
so
that they
funny.
took out trick or treating,
Mhm.
and then when they came home, I would swap it out for one that I had put all the candy that I bought in it, and then all that other possibly tainted candy would
well,
disappear.
that's good for you. We're gonna come back to that in our safety tips, but that's trunk or treat. And then the next one is this
Don't die.
one. I'm sorry. This one made me laugh.
What?
Trick or treat at a nursing home.
Well, you know, people in a nursing home, they want to participate in the different holidays too. You know, I think they would really love it if the kids came around and handed out candy to them. I think the kids would love to do that, and I think the people in the nursing homes would love it. Even though they can't eat the candy, it's just, you know, to see people coming and
To see the kids
remembering
come
them.
in and dress up.
Yeah.
And I think it's more
I
for,
think that's a
it's
good
probably more for the elderly people in the nursing home than the kids, correct?
No, I think the kids would love it.
I
Okay.
think
Because
it's more for the elderly people.
Me too.
No, I think
And
the
that's
kids get to
Stacy-
hand out the candy.
That's Stacy in the background. She's our social media director that you hear.
Hey, Stacy.
Hey guys.
Okay. And then okay, that's the
Trunk or treat.
'Cause-
No, that was the nursing home.
cuz well, that's a good time for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Spend the evening at church. Cuz sometimes they have festivals, right? And it's just a good place to have that 2-year-old in case you need an exorcism.
That head starts spinning, you didn't plan it.
In case they fall out on the ground on you and you need an exorcism, it's a
Exactly.
great place to be
Okay.
with your little trick-or-treater.
Okay. I get it.
Visit the police department or the fire stations. They're always handing out
See, I never
treats,
thought
right?
of that.
The
That's
police
one place
department
we
or
never
fire
went.
stations, they have their little things that they do to keep the kids safe.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a block party.
I like that.
Throw a block
We did
party.
that.
Get together with your neighbors.
Yeah.
I think with that though, also with the block party situation, you do probably have to call the police department and let them know that you're going to do that, so you can block off your street, because the last thing you need is somebody turning down your street.
Oh, that's true. We lived on a cul-de-sac, so we didn't have that as an issue. But yeah.
But make sure that you call your police department and ask them, is it okay to do it? And if you need to block, well, you are going to need to block off the street. That's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. But you probably will have to call the police department to give them a heads up kind of thing.
If I was a predator, what would be stopping me from just parking on a different street and then walking over there?
I think when you have a block party, you know who your neighbors are and who
For the
the
most
kids
part.
are in that neighborhood, because your kids are playing with the other kids, so you know who is there. So when somebody who you don't know shows up,
I have to take
then
off my-
everyone starts asking,
And
is he with you? Or are they
Seriously.
with you? Or
I
Yeah.
feel like you guys are living in like 1972 Los Angeles, where people might have known each other.
Not
but
sure
you
yet,
don't know
Tracy.
your-
if you have kids,
Tracy's
you do.
asking me what I'm doing for Halloween. I'm not sure yet. Probably going to a block party. But where people know me.
So you're not the one who's
Yeah,
walking
right.
up and everyone's like, do you know her? Who is
Right.
she? Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Look on your community website, like I said earlier. Find out what kind of safe events are happening in your community.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's my favorite one.
Mm.
Go to the mall trick-or-treating, because, hey, that's a good time for everybody. You take your husband with him, and while he's going in and out of the stores with the kids, you're getting your shop on. So that's a good trick-or-treat for everybody. Mama wins on that one. Going to the mall. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are.
Why?
Because men hate shopping and they will not walk
No.
the kids through different stores by themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They will.
Good luck on that one.
They will if they're trying to get out.
Yeah, that's the same thing as saying family Halloween, take your dad down the block with you. You know, dads don't too much get into that, but you know what? Suck it up for one night.
They're not going to turn you loose.
Okay.
Because if they have to turn you loose, they'll be like, all right, we're going home now.
Okay.
And you'll be like, wait.
Well, let's get into some Halloween. Just throw out a few safety tips.
All right.
My first one is
Yeah.
that I've been thinking about parents will let their teenagers go out trick-or-treating and not give it a lot of thought. But I think it's important to give it some thought to your teenagers. Give them some safety rules as far as trick-or-treating and finding out who they're going out with and where they're going. But before we get more into that, we're going to take a little break right now, and we'll be right back. All right, here we are. So,
We're back with our Halloween safety tips. If you guys just joined us, so thank you for those of you who are on Facebook, who were holding on for that pause, but we are
yay, thank you.
back with our Halloween safety tips from our Halloween show.
All right,
Take it away,
You
Cindy.
tip some because I'm going to eat some.
Oh, okay. So,
Sangria's getting to me.
first tip, children should never be allowed to go out alone on Halloween. I think that's a huge tip. Like, who would do that? Who would just open the door and go, all right, have
Well, you know,
fun."
nobody's going to let their young children do it. But like I was saying before the break, you know, some people, I mean, you let your teenagers go out there and you don't think much about them going out and them being safe. So I think,
But teenagers, okay, you're talking two different groups now.
well, yeah, but it's still...
Teenagers, you're not going to follow them around on Halloween.
And you're not, but still, it's...
But your little kids...
Exactly. You're going to do that with the little kids, but you still need to give your teenagers some guardrails. Seriously.
Well, yeah.
You need to give them some
There's
guardrails.
some
teenagers
places-
are actually going trick or treating.
I don't even know.
They're not. They're going to parties.
Exactly.
Still, give them some guardrails.
But there's, I just heard on the TV.
And know where they're going. Know where your teenagers are going, people.
Now, why would I tell you the truth?
I just
I would
heard
tell
that
you
there's
my
some
friend's house.
there's some city or some state that actually outlawed anyone 14 and over from going out to trick or treat. Can you believe that? I don't even know which state or which city
Really?
it was.
Really?
Yes, they made it a law.
That's
and if they
ridiculous.
are out trick or treating, then they get fined like a misdemeanor.
That's craziness.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
It was on Sarah and Strahan.
And Kiki?
Yes, it was on their
Ooh.
show today. They were talking about it, and they're just like, "Is that a crazy law or what?" And it's just like, "Well, yeah, it's a crazy law. Why are you trying to like mess up
Not
somebody's
really.
future?"
Because you have to think about, like, you know, what are teens actually doing when if they're going out trick-or-treating? They're going out, they're vandalizing people's property, they're doing drugs, like, you know, it's a bunch of crazy stuff, so I don't see why you would allow them to go out and trick-or-treat, basically.
So you're saying that maybe that law is the excuse that the parents can use to tell their teenagers, "You can't go out trick or treating tonight because it's against the law, so you need to stay home
Yeah.
and not hear any flack."
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they wrote it.
I'm good
That
with
gives
that.
it, that gives it some clarity because
Yes.
when I first heard it, I'm just like, yeah, no, that's just wrong because.
Here, have a Coke and watch Nightmare.
Here's a good one. All fruit should be cut and closely examined before eating.
Okay, here's my thing about that. Because, like, seriously, I don't think people should be passing out fruit for Halloween.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because you can cut fruit and examine it, but you can't examine whatever somebody might shoot into the fruit with a needle.
Yes.
So I'm going to say, on one of our shows, I showed, if you want to hand out something healthy, there's these dried fruit packs, and they're just delicious.
Oh, like the fruit roll-ups?
Fruit roll-ups.
Yeah.
With, I don't know if that's... But these
Even
were...
then you can
You know the
inject
dried
into it.
fruit that we showed, the freeze-dried fruit that we showed on one of our shows?
Oh, yeah. I happen to have the
Yeah.
mango. This is a different one. This is the Trader Joe's version.
This is a different one, but...
Angle?
In
Yeah.
our show, we have one that come in individual packs. Those are perfect things to hand out as fruit, because you just don't want to be handing out fruit.
There's no reason. Nobody's going to eat it in their right mind. You just wasted money on fruit.
And I have to answer some of the questions on Facebook. Thanks, Tracy, for asking this question. She's asking, can't people inject candy? Absolutely. That goes back to Sam's.
That's why I swap out. They basically...
What did you do when your kids were trick-or-treating?
I had a swap. So I would buy the exact same candy holder. I would buy 2 of them. So one they would take out to go trick-or-treating, and the other one that looked just like it, I filled up with candy, like all varieties of candy that I bought. And so when they came home with their trick-or-treat candy, when they went to go wash their hands or clean up or whatever, then that's when the swap occurred. And all that candy that they got from outside that was possibly tainted got thrown in the trash, and here is, you know, the exact same carrier with all the candy that they could eat.
So I'm also reading from Tracy. She said the kids will throw fruit at other kids, right?
That's true.
I'm thinking that's probably the teenagers would do.
Or at your house. Like, as soon as you close the door, you might have some fruit coming at your house. Oh, here's a good one. Never invite children into your home.
Yes.
Like,
never
don't
do
say,
that,
come
people.
in, let me
Don't
go
do
get
that.
you, whatever. Do not do that.
My other thing for that is parents, please walk up to the door with your kids. Don't stand at the end of the sidewalk and then let them walk up to the door. Just go straight up to the door with them. Cause
No,
why
the kids
not?
don't like that. No, the kid. I
Well,
can tell you
but
right now, the
little
kids don't
ones?
like that.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. They're just like,
Well, how about
I'm
halfway
big.
up the sidewalk?
It's almost like, I don't know, some kid law where you have to be at the end of the steps as they walk up and ring the doorbell. So you're there as a presence, like, hey, potentially crazy person in the house. There's an adult here, you know. But they feel like they're doing it themselves. Yeah, they don't want you to come right
I'm
up.
with Tracy.
And
I
that's
think
kind
that's
of
the lazy
creepy
way
when you.
out. No,
That's creepy when you
I'm not-
open the door and there's like a kid and an adult right there. Yeah, you want to see the adult kind of at the bottom of the
I don't
stairs or
believe
something.
that because when I used
I
to
don't
take
either.
like
You guys
my
will
nieces
believe it
and
when you actually
nephews
take kids
trick-or-treating,
trick-or-treating.
No, I would go up to the door. Like, that
How
doesn't make
old were
sense.
you?
I was like 16 and I would take.
Exactly.
But my nieces and nephews, they were like,
That freaks me
7,
out when I open the door and
7
there's
or
a bunch
8.
of teenagers there. That just creeps me out.
Exactly. When you like
Teenagers
open
at the door creep me out. It's just like, what the hell are you people doing
or an
here?
adult
Trying to get
standing
some free
there.
candy. Look at what she said. Candy is expensive.
I think it's important to instruct your kids not to eat candy and do not walk and eat candy. Parents, do not open candy and walk and eat it with your kids. Wait till you get home till you switch it out.
Definitely switch it out.
No unwrap anything.
Here's a good one. Keep the pets inside your house or some other safe place on Halloween nights. Like, you don't know how your dog is going to react when people show up in these crazy costumes. And it maybe a dog that normally loves people, but in that dog's eyes, these are not people coming up to the door. These are just like a bunch of weird costumes. And so your dog may
that's frightening.
actually get
I
very
agree.
aggressive.
So keep them in the back somewhere.
Yeah, so it's better for the pet because they don't freak out, and it's better and safer for, you know, the trick-or-treaters that you don't have your
I agree.
your dog like
I
blasting
agree.
through the door.
You think it's okay to have the dogs at the door running at you?
Yeah, because so now think about it. So now what if instead of this being like a regular kid coming up to trick or treat to my house, it's a teenager, but this is a psychotic teenager, and they're coming in there to murder my family. My dog's at the door waiting to kill him.
Okay, you
Bad.
went
Okay, that's
all
too many Halloween
way
movies.
crazy on
You
that
have to
That's
be like
too
actually
many
thinking about
Halloween
it.
movies.
All of the crazy stuff happens on Halloween. That's exactly what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be right, and you guys are gonna be wrong, and that's just what it is. You're welcome. Because it's gonna happen. I bet it's gonna happen to somebody. I can feel it.
one.
It's gonna happen to
She's a
somebody.
post-millennial people, FYI.
No, I think about all the possibilities.
I don't even have words for that.
You have to think about all the possibilities.
So if you value like not having your insurance raised through the roof, just and it's better for the pets. They don't need to have that anxiety.
It's best if you have really young kids to go Halloween trick-or-treating when there's still light out. If you have the young ones, and then when you get to your tweens and stuff, then
That's
you
hard to
can
do because people don't like
Typically
turn
get
on the
home.
light. Yeah, it's
That's
like
true.
once the sun goes down and you turn on the porch light, because that's the signal you have candy to give out is your porch light is on. So Halloween typically starts once the sun goes down, but usually
Yeah,
when
that's
you
the
go
other
out,
good thing to tell people. Please don't go up to doors that don't have the porch light on.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah. Because after a while, they're not even going to, like, answer the door to say, I don't have any candy. They'll just be like, ignore it.
Yeah.
Or you'll hear the dog barking at the door.
I remember I had a big old bowl. You know, we live on a main drag, and I thought we would get a lot of visitors. Oh, my God, we had candy for days.
Because nobody came, you
Because
mean?
nobody came.
Did you
had
have
the
your
porch-
light on?
Yeah, but there's just no traffic where we are, and that sucks.
Oh, well.
So I don't anymore. I'm bummed about it,
you
but I
should
don't.
buy candy this year and donate it to me.
Not gonna do it.
Well,
You
I'd say a
help
lot.
out your dentist.
Couple bags.
Okay, here's a good one. All costumes
I'm
should
gonna need
be
some
made.
chips.
All costumes should be made of light-colored, fireproof material.
Fireproof? Did you say?
Yeah,
Fireproof.
you
You
wrote
need
this.
fireproof.
You wrote this. What do you mean fireproof? Did you say you wrote it?
I pulled
Yes.
this off the website, the police
Yes.
website.
It says all costumes should be made of light-colored, fireproof material. And that
You
makes
never
sense
know.
because a lot of people, like, they put candles in the pumpkin. And so kids aren't cognizant of the fact that there's fire there, you know? And so if they have
Do
this
people-
big, flowy, like,
Do people
combustible
still
costume.
do that? They still put fire lit?
Yeah, some
Really?
people will actually put the tea candles inside of the pumpkin. Yeah, because you get the little
Oh,
flicker.
I thought they just used the battery operated ones anymore.
If you
A lot
can
of people
find
do.
them, a lot of people do use the battery operated candles. However, you know, you don't know, because if you've got your kid in like a flammable costume and then you go to a porch that has the candle, the real candle in the pumpkin, you don't want your kid catching on fire. So
I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, how far did this fire get up before you realized that your kid was on fire? Like, that's the real question, because a lot of costumes, like the Scream costume even, it's extremely long. It's not gonna touch you, like, unless, you know, it's been like 5 to 10 minutes. Why are you sitting at the door for 5-10 minutes, first off? That's a long time. So I just don't see, like, something like that. Like,
No, some of the costumes can be really combustible. And so, you know, you hope that
This is such
a parent
a fun show. I love this show.
that a parent should choose a costume that's not combustible, because it doesn't take long. You'd be surprised. It doesn't take long to actually catch on fire when you have something combustible on, because what happens is that material melts to your skin.
Especially because
But
most Halloween costumes are made out of just sheer polyester, for God's sake. I thought they outlawed that, but I saw one in the store the other day. It was just sheer polyester.
Yeah, of course.
Polyester's much
And then
closer.
when it catches on fire, it literally melts to your skin.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like the worst burns. Those are deep burns.
But,
So you
like,
have to be cognizant
But
of
that
that.
has to, even if it caught on fire that fast, like, I just can't imagine you not noticing that you're on fire.
Well,
You'd be
like,
surprised.
that's why you have fire retardant.
You'd be surprised. You could be on fire and not notice you were on fire until somebody looks at you and says, "You are on fire. Stop, drop, and roll." And they start putting you out.
We're having
You
a
really don't
Halloween
know.
party here, FYI. But we're giving you guys information at the same time, just so you know. So, the
And
other
we're going
thing is
to the
light
LA
up everything. Don't forget to carry your flashlights with you. That's important. And light up everything. Even your Halloween candy bags.
Yeah, so if you just joined us, we're going through the LAPD's Halloween safety tips.
Which is actually really enlightening, because there's sides of these tips that you just never thought about. Like I said, make sure you carry your flashlight with you. You should always have a flashlight with you. You should always have your cell phone with you. Here's the other thing. With your teens that go out trick-or-treating,
No realistic replica firearms. Don't let them walk out with something that looks like a gun or looks like a real sword or something that's going to cause an issue.
Exactly. No, yeah. It's best if you just, like, stray away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But also, inform your children, especially if you're taking them out after dark, when it's dark or anything. Because sometimes I know I know from my own experience when I was young.
Pause, because we
We're
got a
gonna
siren
pause.
going by.
Wow, the fire's still going? It's crazy.
It's hot as Hades.
Yeah, we got a lot of fires here in LA going on.
So, I know from my own experience, and I have this very vivid in my mind. When I was young, we got separated from my dad when we were out trick-or-treating. So, please, parents, inform your children what to do if they should get separated from you. It's probably not likely to happen, but you never know. And then also inform your teenagers what to do. Teenagers almost always have a phone on them, but you know, it's always good to go through a safety drill. I know when my nieces go out to party, and they're all in their 20s now, I still go down the list with them. What are we not doing at a party? We're not setting our drink down and coming back to it. What
Exactly.
we're not
That's a
doing at a
huge
party,
one.
we're not taking a drink from a strange guy.
Yeah.
What are we not doing at a party? We are not getting separated from our girlfriends.
Exactly. You're not going away with somebody and telling your girlfriends, "I'll be right back." And
Exactly.
go away with some stranger.
I used to tell, when they were going out the door, when they were telling me they were going to parties, and I used to say to them, "What's the drill? What are the rules?" And I used to go right down the list of the rules.
But I gotta tell you, that the setting your drink down, and the minute your drink leaves your line of sight.
I'm sorry, there's somebody on Facebook commenting. She wants to know what she should do. Tracy wants to know what she should do if she gets lost. Call your son.
No, you just say Marco Polo.
Marco Polo.
That's a good one. Works
Okay,
all the
go ahead.
time.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, the drink thing is the hardest. Here we go. Another siren. Pause.
It's a big fire.
There's a big
This is-
fire.
There is.
Wild.
I know.
There's a
is
fire somewhere.
a huge fire going on. That setting your drink down in a party is the hardest thing to actually adhere to. Like when it leaves your line of sight, you're not supposed to take another drink from that drink. That is so hard to do because you set it down, somebody says something, you turn, you talk to them, blah, blah, blah. Then you look back and you're like, oh man, that thing's almost full.
My
but I
girls
can't
know
drink it.
under no circumstances. It doesn't leave your hands. If it leaves your hand, you are not drinking
Okay,
it.
but what
Exactly.
if it's
And
on
take your own bottle of water. Not even kidding you.
Okay, so I mean, I don't do this.
Of
What
course you
happens-
don't.
What happens if you're holding it right, but then you turn the other direction of your cup, and so you're not looking at your cup anymore.
Yeah.
You're looking in the other direction.
That's what
do
I
you
was
do?
saying. That you don't drink it.
Well, no, you're still holding it. You didn't set it down or anything.
If it leaves your line of sight.
The
you
truth
do
of
not
the matter
drink it.
is,
That's the hardest thing to do.
the
but
truth of the matter
that's the
is
safest thing to do.
if you're holding your cup and somebody's putting something into your cup, you kind of will feel it. You'll feel the jar. It'll make you turn around. Then you
What
see
do you
somebody
mean?
trying to slip away.
What does that mean? Fill the jar? What?
You'll feel the jar.
No, you're not. If they just like slip something in there, you
If they're
don't.
walking by,
you don't
and
feel
they, like,
powder.
pour it in from
Exactly.
like a higher
Or powder.
You don't feel powder
Okay.
going into your drink because you know what the
Girl,
thing that
I'm having such a good time.
put your hand
Yeah,
over your
go
there you go. Put your hand over your problem solved. Put your hand over that bad boy. All right.
Drink, I'll be back. Let me talk to this
Exactly.
guy.
Yeah, that's what you do. Okay. Problem solved.
Exactly.
Because what they use is ketamine. And ketamine comes in an injectable and it comes in a powder. And so it's easy to just inject it into a drink. You're not going to feel that.
This goes
It's
for
easy to drop
adults
some
that go
powder
to
in.
parties too. Please, people,
Yeah.
stay woke.
Yeah. So I like that. Hand over the drink. All right. See, never thought of that. Never thought. Do you know how many drinks I have wasted? Because I'm like, damn. I averted my eyes.
Because the last thing you want to do is waste a really good sangria.
Yeah, I have a lot, like, wasted a lot of drinks. Because.
And we hope that we're giving you guys some, I mean, we're having fun because that's what we're all about, but we're also about giving you guys really good information as far as, whatever may be going on at the particular time and at
Keep
this
you
particular
safe.
time. The other thing I want to touch on, because
We're running out of time.
is that it is hot in California right now.
It is crazy hot in LA.
It's ridiculous. So I want you guys to stay hydrated when you're out there walking this Halloween with your kids. Take a bottle of water with you. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, that's a good idea, especially when you're in that costume. If it's hot, you got to remember the kids are even hotter, and they're
Seriously.
not gonna realize they're overheating.
If your little 2-year-old or whatever wants to be Chewbacca, is that furry thing?
Yeah, Star Wars.
If he wants to be that, you may want to rethink that one for walking Halloween.
It depends. I think you really have to check the weather because historically,
It's supposed to be hot.
it's been cold on Halloween. In which case, a big
It's not
thick
going to be.
costume has been really nice.
It's
But
not.
I don't know. With climate change, it's all up for grabs. Who knows?
You know what? Somebody at work said that to me today, and I was like, what are you even talking about? Because every year for Halloween, it's been hot. I've worn, like, t-shirts because it was hot. I just threw a cape on. 'Cause, that's a costume and, free candy.
Historically, it's been cold because
Really?
it's October. Yes.
So, really? It's always
Yes.
felt extremely hot to me. Like,
Well,
But now with climate change, who knows? So just check the weather and maybe get a costume in case it's warm and
girl,
a
I'm
costume
56
in case
years old.
it's
I don't
cold.
know climate change. All I know is my climate changes.
Minute to minute. Having your own personal summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, what else? What else is there to talk about for Halloween?
I think that's it. Should we wrap up the show?
Let's do it.
Let's wrap it up. All right, so we want to thank our sponsor.
We want to thank our sponsor, Go Graphics and Printing Company. Finally, affordable color printing. You can check them out at growgraphics.net, or you can call Go Graphics office to get the personalized service that they give you. And great information. If you don't know what you're looking for, Gary at Go Graphics and Printing Company can help you out with that.
And if you want to find us, you can catch us at our website at best2podcast.org. We're also on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on all the podcast platforms
awesome!
that you want to find. And we really hope that you enjoyed our Halloween show.
And we're also going to try to get this up on our website. The information up on our website, especially my sangria. And we look forward to seeing you. We won't be here next Thursday, but we look forward to seeing you the following Thursday. Thank you for joining us on Facebook, and have a great Halloween.
We'll see you next time.